Dolly Parton statue may replace KKK leader monument at the Tennessee Capitol. The statue that's been in the Capitol building since 1978, not even some old-ass statue that was there forever, like they went full KKK in the ass end of the 70s. What the fuck? As well she should. She helps raise literacy in TN more than anyone associated with the current administration. She sends every child in TN a free book once a month until age 5. All you have to do is sign up. Dolly Parton is a national treasure. This should definitely happen. I'm not a huge fan of Dolly Parton's music or anything. But, she seems to have a widespread fan base spanning from rednecks to drag queens. She also has this nationwide book club that sends free books out to kids every month. They've given out almost 140 million free books. She is a great idea for a statue. We should replace all Confederate statues with people who actually contributed to the nation. Scientists, philanthropists, political heroes, astronauts, teachers, authors, etc. Not just yes. But hell yes. All of a sudden, Trump supporters hate Dolly Parton. OMG yes. Things I never knew I wanted. From KKK to DDD. Yes. Guitar in one hand, book in the other, and a smile as bright as day. I used to live in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is the closest major city to where she lives/grew up. I never met a single person who had a bad thing to say about her. In fact, I met more than one who volunteered positive stories about her. She's done a ton for the people who live in TN. I'd support that. Dolly is a national hero. She deserves statues in every state capital. Every place there is a statue of some Confederate scumbag, tear it down, and put up Dolly. She is a good person. Dolly Parton is the earliest crush I can remember. I vote for this. Also she's super talented and a generous soul. She's the definition of a good person. I hope they do this. Dolly has a children's book program. My son ended up with a copy of The Little Engine That Could from Dolly's organization. That alone is better than anything the KKK ever did. An incredibly talented and incredibly generous soul. R/hole up, there's a KKK leader monument at the TN Capitol? Geez. I hope her statue includes children holding books. Edit, oops. Thought this was in reference to the racist statue in the front of the TN Capitol, not the one inside it. If anyone is not familiar, on May 30th, a statue was torn down in front of this courthouse. Funny enough, it was politician and editor-in-chief for the very same Nashville, Tennessean newspaper, Edward Carmack. Edward Carmack was a racist shitstain and coward of the highest degree, with his only redeemable feature being his mustache. Oh yeah, and he also shot a kid while trying to shoot the kid's dad for saying mean things about him in an op-ed, despite the fact that Carmack made his living doing the same. He deserved everything that happened to him from sometime in 1908 until they made this garbage monument. I love Dolly Parton, she's certainly done enough for Tennessee to honor her with statues. But in this particular spot, they should instead consider a statue of Ida B. Wells, black journalist, civil rights hero, and longtime enemy of Edward Carmack. She's been a symbol of positivity for a long time. Also, go to Dollywood Amusement Park and ride the lightning rod coaster. People on Twitter were pushing for it hard. I think it's a great idea. Hold the fuck on, there's a statue of a KKK member that's been up _all_ this fucking time. What the motherfucking shit, Tennessee. Everybody liked that. She is awesome, her statue should have already been there. Geez, as it should. Go on, do it, Dolly is the bomb. Put a Dolly statue up in place of every Confederate statue and monument. The only issue I take with this is that the statue isn't up already. I can't claim to be fan of her music, and that's my fault. But the more you learn about her and what she's done and continues to do, the more amazing she is. Dolly should definitely replace it. She's one of the most amazing women to give back to Tennessee. She funds an organization that supplies books to children across the state for a free each until they are 5, encouraging children to read. She came from an incredibly illiterate part of eastern Tennessee, that was incredibly poor as well with few jobs in the town. After growing up here, and gaining fame, she opened a theme park and revitalized the East Tennessee Smoky Mountains, bringing thousands of jobs to the area several towns over. She also donates extensively to Tennessee wildlife and state parks. During the Nashville flood she gave extensively and assisted the repair from the floods that crippled the city, and allowed it come back stronger than ever. She gave and started an org for the wildfire in the Smokies. And many more things. She is a hero and is revered here. Love Dolly. Edit, books for free. Dolly Parton deserves it, she is a treasure. Do it? Fuck yeah. Rather see Dolly's bust than Forrest's. See if you do this instead of putting up statues of a racist traitor, that spot immediately becomes a tourist attraction and everyone's happy. Isn't not being racist AF better? Now if we can replace the Stonewall Jackson statue in Charleston with one of Katherine Johnson, Don Knotts, Bill Withers, Steve Harvey. Literally any number of West Virginians other than Stonewall Jackson or Robert C. Byrd really. Hell frig and yet. She is a rock-solid woman and is worthy of celebrating and aspiring to. Why was there a KKK leader monument at the state capitol in the first place? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan, because really I'm not. So, as an outsider looking in, I ask, how does she not have a statue already? Doesn't seem very likely to happen. https://www.wbir.com/amp/article/news/local/bid to remove Nathan Bedford Forrest bust from state capitol fails in House Committee /5128498ECA83944DBB4087A7A197816887. Even the racist paused and thought this is a good idea. It's what she deserves. Well, one thing's for sure. You better do right by Dolly in the making of the statue or it won't just be Southerners who will pissed. Do it? Why was there a KKK statue at their capital in the first place? Wait, I didn't know there were statues of KKK leaders around. The fuck? As an East Tennessean I completely agree. Dolly Parton is one of America's greatest songwriters, a national treasure, a rags-to-riches success story, and a humanitarian of the highest order. Do it, Tennessee. Dolly Parton is a goddamn American treasure. I'd support that. She sends my daughter a book once a month. Just move the capital to Dollywood, make her governor for life/queen and adopt every one of her policies. And like that, Tennessee joins civilization. This may be the best thing the internet has accomplished since Bodie McBoatface. They have a monument to the KKK. WTF. SMH, I'm personally for melting down all of the Confederate statues into a giant pair of truck nuts, but I am okay with this too. Another one of those 40 to 50-year-old statues. Telling. Conservatives will find a way to pretend this is the worst thing that's ever happened. Why was there even a statue of KKK leader to begin with? Why is there a KKK leader monument up in the first place? Why is there a KKK leader statue in the first place? This is an exceptionally good idea. Now that is a heritage to be proud of. I don't see how anyone could complain about that. I donated a few bucks to replace General E. Lee statue in Richmond, VA with a Darus Urungus. I'd happily donate to this change too. Why the fuck is there a KKK leader monument in Tennessee Capitol though? She's done way more for Tennessee than Nathan the Traitor ever did. Any and all KKK members are traitors to America, none of them should have monument. As a Tennessean, I would like to see Alvin York, the World War I veteran, take the place of a statue too. He was a badass dude. Why is there a KKK leader statue anywhere? I can't believe Republicans hate Dolly Parton. I hope it does. She's a national treasure. Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street the traffic starts jumping. With folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Workin' 9 to 5, what a way to make a livin'. Barely gettin' by, it's all talking and no givin'. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fat promotion. Want to move ahead but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream just to watch 'em shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder. But you got dreams he'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends. Waitin' for the day your ship'll come in. And the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Workin' 9 to 5, what a way to make a livin'. Barely gettin' by, it's all talking and no givin'. They just use your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game no matter what they call it. And you spend your life puttin' money in his wallet. 9 to 5, whoa, what a way to make a livin'. Barely gettin' by, it's all talking and no givin'. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game no matter what they call it. And you spend your life puttin' money in his wallet. 9 to 5, working 9 to 5.